Hey, what's going on, vinyl community? So this is going to be a new series called, well, I don't know yet, but if you're watching this video, you obviously know. So this is going to be episode 1, and today's episode is Rory Gallagher. Um, so let's get started. So he formed the power trio Taste back in 1966, and they released 2 albums. They broke up in 1970, and then Rory started his solo career, extensive solo career, and his first album came out, self-titled, 1971. One thing I've always loved about Rory is his tone. His tone throughout his entire career was incredible. Incredible guitar player. But I really like how diverse he is. Just with the styles he plays. Everything from the fast hardcore blues stuff to the more acoustic blues, and even a country tune here and there. Like Laundromat, great opening track. I mean, I Fall Apart is this beautiful jazzy tune, real emotional. I love that. Sinner Boy for the last time is also another bluesy song. Yeah, I love how he can write an entire album and have a bunch of different genres within that album. And yeah, that's always just something I've loved about Rory. And the next thing I'll mention is you can't go wrong with live Rory, right? So I got Live in Europe 72. Incredible showman. Incredible live guitar. I wish I could have seen him live. But yeah, I mean, he every live album he has, which is a lot, he was just on fire. I just love how the guitar is so beat up. I don't know if you can see, but I mean, he played that guitar to death, literally. I mean, he is kind of the definition of the working class guitar player. I love how he didn't wear anything too fancy, just, flannel, kind of like what I'm wearing right now. Yeah, his live albums are absolutely stellar, and it's just something I've always loved about him. So I mentioned his diversity within albums, but just within his different eras of his career, he had his earlier part, self-titled, to I'd say about Against the Grain, which was 75, and then he kind of went more of a rock style with Photo Finish, 1978, and it's just a rockin' album. I mean, how you really didn't expect something like this. Johnny Winter kind of went through the same phase of having that bluesy, really straight blues era, and then he had the hard rock, blues rock stuff. And of course, Johnny Winter threw a country track or two into one of his albums. And I love Photo Finish. It might be my favorite Rory album today. It could change tomorrow, but Shin Kicker's a great opening track. Brute Force and Ignorance, I mean, not only is Rory on fire, but the rest of the guys in the band are. I mean, Gary McAvoy played with him for his entire solo career. He went through different drummers. And for the most part, they stayed a trio, but of course, they went on to a four-piece. They added keyboards. I think that was during Blueprint, which was his third album. I think it was Blueprint. But yeah, Photo Finish is a great example of how diverse he was in terms of the music he created. So yeah, that basically sums up Rory for you. Just a powerhouse of a guitar player, and obviously a really nice guy. Everybody says so. So yeah, I wish I could have met him, but I'm too young. Again, here's the beat up Strat. I just love it. I mean, his whole vibe. He lived and breathed the blues. Another thing I like about him is he lived it. Not a lot of blues guitar players, or so-called blues guitar players, have lived and breathed the blues. Like for example, I'm not knocking anybody here, but people seem to glorify John Mayer as this incredible blues guitar player, but he really got his fame from pop, and he didn't live and breathe the blues like Rory and Johnny and all these great blues guitar players did, and I think that is something that we have to take into consideration here. I mean, from the beginning, he was really into the blues. I mean, his tone on all of these records is incredible, and I mean, the guy pumped out album after album after album during the 70s, and it's just something that you don't see today, and it's a shame, because nowadays people are taking 5, even 10 years just to release another album, and Rory was pumping out sometimes 2 a year, and he was a powerhouse. I don't know if I can say that enough. I mean, the guy could play. He was a great showman on stage. His tone was incredible, and the gear he used, just average working class person could play Rory, and that's I feel like that's very inspiring to see that you don't need, the $5,000 Les Paul, or the gigantic Marshall stacks. He just had a simple rig, and that's one thing I really like about Rory, is he was just the simple guy, but the music he made was absolutely incredible, and yeah, so that concludes episode 1 of whatever I call this series in the future. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of Rory. I think he's easily within my top 10 guitar players of all time. I mean, I feel like he's very underrated. So if you know a friend who doesn't know Rory, introduce them. I mean, just tons and tons of music he released, not only from his solo career, but in Taste. I haven't really talked about Taste yet, but I might save that for another video. But Rory is gotta be one of the best guitar players ever to live. So yeah, so that's it for this episode. If you guys liked it, like the video, subscribe, comment. I want to know what you guys are thinking out in the vinyl community, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for tuning in.